Hello everyone and welcome back to Classic Comics. This is my review of Fear State Omega. This is the conclusion to the Fear State events written by James Tynion with several artists contributing. So we begin with the Scarecrow being transferred to Arkham, and they've got Crane all dressed up like Hannibal Lecter here. Now on the way, he's in this police van, and on the way, the van is stopped by a bunch of people who work for Crane. So before he did the whole Fear State thing, he brainwashed several people, and these people are like his pawns, and they're trying to spring him from custody. And like this dialogue here, he says, "Did you know that Simon Saint actually gave me handlers? What a foolish man. He really thought he could keep me pinned in. It proved a boon, of course. When they went missing, he covered it up, made sure Batman couldn't get a start on our plans. I'm sure he still thinks my attack on this city is over." And then he hears the door open. And it's Batman who says, "Yeah, it is over." Oh, it's you. So Batman was observing, and I guess he anticipated a move like this. Anyway, he winds up taking Crane to Arkham himself. He puts him in the Batmobile. And as they drive, they have a conversation. And basically, they get us caught up on all the people involved in Fear State and what they're doing now. So Miracle Molly testified that Simon Saint bribed the Unsanity Collective to rob some media moguls, knowing that they would then use their media platforms to hype the crimes and stir fear among the population. In exchange for Miracle Molly's testimony, the rest of the collective is being allowed to go free, which that seems like they should have gotten more than that to me, but whatever. Now, Simon Saint is in jail, and his company has removed him from their board, and they've announced that they're shutting down the magistrate program, but Batman notes that the military is trying to get their hands on the technology that Saint's company produced, and I believe this is supposed to be Amanda Waller here. And then we find out that Peacekeeper 1 has escaped from custody, and now he is on the run. And Batman says, well, I'll deal with him in time. Then we check in with Ivy and Harley and Catwoman, and whatever. Not really much to this. Then we find out that kind of at the end of Fear State, Batman confronted Clown Hunter here. And Clown Hunter goes off on him about all the things that have happened to the city. Think of all the bad stuff that's happened in the last year alone. The city is getting more and more dangerous, and more people are getting hurt. And what have you done to make sure this won't all happen again? Nothing. Why should I listen to you? And Batman says, well, you don't have to listen to me. How about you listen to Ghostmaker? So basically he arranges for Ghostmaker to take Clown Hunter under his wing and train him, which I don't know. The kid's like very violent, got a bad temper, and Ghostmaker is a complete sociopath. Is that really a good idea? Seems to me like that's liable not to end well. And then they arrive at Arkham, and this isn't the old Arkham Asylum. It's actually an entirely new facility called Arkham Tower, which is replacing the old asylum. And this facility is being run by Chase Meridian. And you may remember Chase Meridian was a character that Nicole Kidman played in Batman Forever back in the 90s. And that's pretty much where Fear State ends. So this is mostly a wrap-up. You don't really need to read this to get the Fear State story. Tynion is establishing the new status quo in Gotham for the new writer as he leaves the book. Now, most of the art is by Riccardo Federici. He draws the framing sequence with Batman and Scarecrow. And the art is pretty good. It's mostly just a conversation as they drive, so it's a bit dull. But the colorist, Chris Sotomayor, does a really good job of portraying a somber, dark, atmospheric setting. I like the way he portrays the fog and rain in some of these panels. Like early in the book here, like right here. I mean, look at that, you know, where they're driving and you can kind of see the headlights are kind of blurred by the mist and the rain. It just really looks nice. And where else? Here as well, you see the blur kind of on the headlights. It's really nicely done. And again here as well. So overall, this comic's not bad. It's not really necessary. And aside from Federici, the rest of the art by the other artists is just kind of meh. Batman makes some comments about how he needs to reevaluate his methods. And that's interesting because what does that really mean? That could lead in any number of different directions. Now, I'm going to start focusing more on comics aside from the big two in this coming year, more independent stuff. I actually have a pile of indie comics that I haven't gotten to read yet, no Indiegogo projects that I back, so I'll be reviewing those as well as reviewing more, well, classic comics, older stuff. That's kind of what I intended to do when I started the channel, but I got into the habit of reviewing current things. The current comics are just so bad now, aside from a handful of books. They just aren't worth it for the most part, so look for more of that in the coming weeks. If you would, please let me know your thoughts on the Fierce State event in the comments. Also, please like this video before you leave. Also, sub to the channel and hit the bell for notifications, and I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching.